The Ascent. Talia set out to reach the mountain summit to meet the venerable Council of Little Snots. But the inhospitable terrain was battered by raging storms and was home to stubborn dwarves.
I am even stronger!
Oi, you lazy gits! Why is that taking so long? Come on, get off your lazy asses and bring that dynamite over here so we can get that darn artifact thing out of the ground!
But the storm, Lady Queen! How are we supposed to work in this storm?
Call me lady. You can go find a doctor to surgically remove my boot from your arse! That little breeze ain't no storm, you candy asses! Besides, we're looking for that artifact so that it can protect you precious little cupcakes from the wind! Now, get a move on, bring that dynamite over here, and let's get the fireworks started!
While the Dwarf Queen was digging in the mountains, Talia had completed a portion of the climb to the summit.
What, pray tell, do you mean portion of the climb? I just did my cardio training for the next 3 years. Is it just me, or do I end up climbing some peak in every damn part of this series?
Important things seemed to have a penchant for hiding in remote places, and the Council of Little Snots was no exception. Talia had to reach the mountain peak. The Council of Little Snots could be found there. She would have to gain access to it via the Twisted Cave system. For this reason, and of course because of the many heroes who kept appearing, it was imperative for her to build a dungeon here.
Okay, good idea. Then I can take a short breather. Okay, creatures, you're up. Dig tunnels, find dwarves, and pull out their beards.
There's stuff climbing around my mountains. Looks like it's time to clean the house. Throw that garbage back into the valley.
Ugh, those repulsive goody two-shoes, goody dwarves. Ah, whatever. We'll show them. Go get them! Take them down! Wash their mouths out with stale soapy water. Paint fake moustaches on them.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. One of your creatures has died. The voodoo brew had been built. Little Snots could now brew wonderful potions at an alchemist's cauldron there. A raging storm roared over the mountains. Whether heroes or creatures, they were all massively hindered by the strong winds. Perhaps this artifact the Dwarf Queen had spoken of really did exist.
Pretty damn coincidental that this artifact should be located somewhere around here, right where we need it.
Indeed, but the writers of this series have never been known for their excessive creativity.
True enough. Good for us at any rate. If that thing is anywhere here to be found, I won't let a single little snot rest until it is dug up. I will, however, allow myself a little break in the meantime.
The storm cost a hero his life. The first Horde potion bubbled happily away, waiting to be used by the potion-throwing evil. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The storm passed and lost strength. Now was a good time to hit the Overworld to earn some evilness there.
What now? But I just made myself a cocoa with unicorn marshmallows. I mean, absolutely true. That's what I thought. Forward, creatures! Out into the cold with you! Pillage, plunder, move trail markers! Ha 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 ha!
It's payday.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. A gold vein is almost exhausted. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. The onrushing evil had applied horde speed to its creatures so that they could run and attack the enemy even faster or escape more quickly, whichever was needed. The healing evil had poured a healing potion on its creatures to wash away their bruises and boo-boos. Oh, isn't that nice? One of your creatures has bit the dust. A storm was soon brewing. Without the protection of an artifact, the shivering evil's creatures were sure to find it uncomfortable out there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. Once again, a thunderous storm hit the mountains. The storm raged with immeasurable force. One of the heroes could no longer resist the cold. Payday! Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. The storm had lost its strength. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. One of your creatures has bit the dust.
Even in a sailor suit, I kick ass. Like literally. Not like that dumb superhero.
The severely self-restricting evil only had access to healing potions. Further research allowed it to spur the production of even more powerful potions in the Voodoo Brew. Payday. You've dug into a spider room. A gold vein is almost exhausted. Another storm was brewing. The slowly stalking evil seemed to have already come very close to the dwarven artifact. Very close indeed.
There are enemies.
The desirous evil's little snots had found an artifact in the underground. Once placed in a vault of evilness, it would unleash its power.
Oh, wonderful. Once again, I did an excellent job. Move it, you lazy creatures. Bring the artifact to the Vault of Evilness so that this freezing storm can no longer harm us.
The storm abated and moved on. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Payday!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The complex evil now had access to complex potions. From now on, little snots could also make these at random in the voodoo brew. A gold vein has been mined out. The researching evil now had access to basic potions. From now on, little snots would occasionally produce them too. Once again, a thunderous storm hit the mountains. The storm cost a hero his life. The storm had lost its strength. Payday! You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The Blast Happy Evil's creatures had discovered a wagon full of dynamite. This could be used to clear weak rock formations out of the way.
Ha-ha! Great! If Tristan was still here, I could tie him to the wagon, and then... Explosions are fun just the way they are. Come on, let's blow something up.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The slimy evil had used Slime Barrier to seal off an area of the dungeon from enemies, as well as its own creatures. Your army has just decreased in size due to death. Another storm was brewing. A hero fell victim to the icy storm.
Hey, that's another rock formation I can blast away with dynamite, right? Great. Finally, something is happening around here.
A gold vein has been mined out. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The storm abated and moved on. And the demolition-loving evil had used the dynamite they had found to blast a few rocks out of the way. In accordance with good old computer game logic, some treasures tumbled out of the blasted rock.
Great. We really deserve this for all the hard work. There should be an achievement for this, I think. I said so. I love video games for their important contribution to culture. Come on, let's blow up some more rocks.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. The earthwormy evil had used Earth Theatre to excavate rock as quickly as possible. A little research even made it possible to dig up a gold vein as quickly as possible. The Lost in Thought evil had used brainwash on its creatures, causing them to forget their needs. Ah, yes, when all was said and done, those creatures were such simple beings. The Gym Rat evil had used Horde Strength. This would allow its creatures to hit even harder. Once again, a thunderous storm hit the mountains. The storm took its deadly toll among the heroes as well. The rock there looked a little porous. Some dynamite could probably get it out of the way. The storm had lost its strength. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. Talia and the exploratory evil had discovered a new entrance on the Overworld. This would give them access to a previously inaccessible area of the underground.
Oh, good. We're finally approaching the top of this damn mountain. Go, creatures! Smoke out the last few dwarves. Flatten them. Steal their wall decorations.
Defend the dungeon heart. Optimizing evil used improved dungeon to massively increase the efficiency of one of its rooms. Another storm was brewing. The excavating evil had found a new passage to the surface. Even though the dungeon was completely flat, this still led to a much higher position on the face of the mountain. In keeping with this, as if some invisible line set by level designers had been crossed, the storm outside intensified. It seemed like the raging winds would last even longer from now on. A gold vein has been mined out. A squad of heroes caught in the storm lost one of its members as they were driven mercilessly on through the tempest by their unsympathetic leader, who was obsessed with revenge. The storm abated and moved on. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. Enemies are in the dungeon. The boom-screaming evil had used the explosive potion, making for an effect-filled blast. This could not only harm enemies, but also set fire to easily flammable things, an explosive mix.
Even in a sailor suit, I kick ass. Like literally. Not like that dumb superhero.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
A gold vein has been mined out. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Ding dong!
It's payday.
Once again, a thunderous storm hit the mountains. The storm raged with immeasurable force. One of the heroes could no longer resist the cold.
Good dynamite now, are ya? Come on, you rabbits. Get outside and guard that stuff!
More rock was destroyed by exploding dynamite. storm had lost its strength.
It's payday.
More rock was blown up, exposing treasures underneath. A gold vein is almost exhausted. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. One of your creatures has died.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Another entrance into the underground. Excellent! I bet it will take us all the way to the peak. All right, creatures, take that thing and wipe out all the guards. The mountain climbing evil's creatures had now almost reached the top of the mountain through another exit from the dungeon. The Council of Little Snots was almost within reach.
Another storm was brewing.
It's payday.
One of your creatures has bit the dust. A squad of heroes caught in the storm lost one of its members as they were driven mercilessly on through the tempest by their unsympathetic leader, who was obsessed with revenge.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
You punks! It's about time I personally introduced you to my fists! This one is lefty, and this one is righty, and they both smell like food.
Oh, that's for sure. They haven't seen a bathtub in a while, have they? Never mind the rest of what they're attached to.
I know your sense of humor, little black pointy ear. I'll try to kill you last! Die! Oi! This is all actually a bit inconvenient right now. We'll postpone our little brawl until later, you maggots!
Brynhild, Queen of the Dwarves, had made her escape. Apparently the battle had not gone quite to her liking.
Coward! Come back here! Huh. Just runs away from a fair man-to-man fight. And by man-to-man, I mean dwarf against an army of vicious, murderous creatures. Treachery!
The storm abated and moved on. creatures are collecting their pay. One of your creatures has bit the dust. The glamorous evil had discovered access to the...
Finally, I've reached the thrice-damned mountaintop. But next time, I'll have my creatures build a cable car instead of climbing something like this again.
Of course, you could always try to quit smoking and drinking and do more for your fitness. Just a suggestion. Personally, it helped me a lot. And now that I'm training for marathons, I'm...
Yeah. Thanks so much for your little prep talk. Could you please write your well-intentioned advice on a piece of paper so I can make a paper aeroplane out of it?
Ungrateful wretch. Be that as it may, Tanya had actually made it to the top. There, however, all that awaited her was an inconspicuous stone gate.
That's less than impressive. Can't it glow or something? Is the battery dead? Maybe I should smack it with the flat of my hand.
Tanya was obviously intellectually out of her depth, trying to decipher this riddle. All she had to do was utter the secret formula. Fladdery-Dutch.
Fladdery-Dutch.
Fladdery-Dirk.
Fladdery-Duck?
Well, that didn't work.
That didn't. Very funny, hilarious. They should give you your own TV show for your jokes, you comedian.
Yes, thank you. I am waiting for offers. My agent will get in touch. In the meantime, you might want to just press that little button on the side so we can finally get back to business.
Stupid button. Stupid narrator. Stupid council of little snots.